From your speech at Kane College in 1960, Chief Luthuli, the head of the ANC, received a Nobel Peace Prize, you reported to your audience, reminded them, for nonviolent struggle. Yeah. Just like Mandela just received it with F.W. de Klerk. How could you stand with your oppressor and your enemy and receive the Nobel Prize for nonviolent struggle? You do not support, then, Nelson Mandela's strategy in the struggle to free black people in South Africa?
Let us first of all be very clear here, Phil. Nelson Mandela is my brother.
So is
He
Jesse
is a member
Jackson.
of the family, and so is Jesse, and Jesse is a very brilliant man. We just want him to return home and stop being used by the enemy and the oppressor against his people. Now back to Brother Nelson Mandela. And certainly we can never mention Nelson without mentioning Winnie Mandela. But Nelson Mandela's attempt at a multiracial government in South Africa after the murder of men, women, children, and babies, and the rape of South Africa, a criminal settler colony that has been established like Israel there in that part of the world. I cannot go along with one man, one vote. Let me say why. If someone broke into your home, Mr. Donahue, and actually bum rushed your home, and Black Boot stomped your door down, and came in and robbed and raped everyone in the household, and was able to take the wealth of your home and parlay it into an empire. This is an invader. This is an intruder. This is a murderer. This is a burglar. This is a criminal. So you have no responsibility to share your home with them after they broke in and committed the crimes that they did. I don't agree with a government, a sham government. No man walks out of prison after 27 years and becomes the president unless there's a script and a plan behind the scenes to remove the economic sanctions from whites in South Africa, but no real plan for redistribution of the wealth. The Oppenheimers, the De Beers, and others there sucking the blood of our people.
Born freeze, no eat, not born free. Thin line between the dawn trapeze. Eyes low, living life on easy. Started weed at like 12, 13. Never grew up an angel. I only prayed for the yellow chappies. I reminisce on days so simple. What I would give to get those back. On days like these, money makes the world go round. The poor carry weight, the rich don't give back. Where would the ones that vote be at if they all knew tax kills kids like that? I'm not American, let me state that. I'm from a place where white people drink black. Same place Steve Biko fought at. The same place where born freeze, no we not born free. Thin line between the dog trapeze. Eyes low, manifest life evil.
The African bourgeoisie is the most corrupt bourgeoisie in the world. In Africa, they seek luxury in the midst of mass suffering. There are more Mercedes in Africa than in any other continent in the world. In America, as soon as they arrive at a position based on this blood of the people, they snatch that position and run away from the people. But you must not think that they represent the people. They only represent their opportunistic self, using the people every step of the way. So you must not be confused. It must be clear then, for the 60s, the class struggle in the African Revolution must be more ruthless and uncompromising than in any other revolution. Here then the masses must come without pity and without mercy to trample upon these reactionary pigs who, after the people have gained struggle through their blood, come to hand back the gains on a silver platter to the very enemy the people fought. This will come as a natural consequence. The people themselves are everywhere screaming that it's time for them to deal with these reactionary pigs. Even in America, they say, our leaders must be held accountable. They're only saying here that these people must be accountable to those who made it possible for them to get there. Thus, not only is the revolution inevitable, but it is clarifying itself and it is qualifying itself. For the African masses everywhere, the clairpoised position now for class struggle has become inevitable and irreversible. The petty bourgeoisie everywhere will be running for cover, but the masses will spare them not. Consequently, we who have dedicated our lives to the people's struggle, we who, knowing that the people will always be free, we, understanding that we must make a contribution to qualify our struggle since the 60s, have been dedicating all our energies to only one task: the organization of the masses of our people. The organization of the masses of our people. We are not running for mayor. We're not running for president. No changes can come from the top down. We're not stupid. Changes can only come from the bottom up. The masses and the masses alone can make them. If you want to learn something from the 60s, the lesson is simple. Organize the masses of the people.
There's nobody like you, nobody likes us. We gotta fight the system, cause the system fights us. There's nobody like you, nobody likes us. We gotta fight the system, cause the system fights us. There's nobody like you, nobody likes us. We gotta fight the system, cause the system fights us. There's nobody like you, nobody likes us. Let me share a bit of my worldview. I don't see borders, I got a lot on my shoulders, so I think broader, keep my circle small. I don't cut corners and I keep it short with the law. Life is a tall order, short a couple highs, got me buying school. Felt like a 9 to 5, it was taxing too. Till this day I'm convinced they try to mold the fool. L.O. never taught a nigga life is cruel. I did geography with no land to grow my food. Business could have told me that banks are thieves. I'm the future, they told lies in history. My teachers raised me to work, that don't work for me. There's nobody likes us. We gotta fight the system, cause the system fights us. There's nobody like you, nobody likes us. We gotta fight the system, cause the system fights us. There's nobody like you, nobody likes us. We gotta fight the system, cause the system fights us. There's nobody like you.
An oppressed African population. What if that was the free population?
Dr. Welsing, your theory to me seems to infer some innate behavior on the part of a human being because they are, quote, black or white. Would you agree or disagree that the terms black and white are not genetic definitions? And if they are not genetic definitions, then how could your theory be true?
Well, wait a minute. When you say genetic definitions, I'm not quite sure what you say, but for the sake of time, the factors that determine whether we're going to have skin pigmentation or whether we lack skin pigmentation is based on genes. In other words, you have genes that determine the quantity of melanin pigment that is going to be produced in your skin, in your eyes, in your hair. If you have a gene, a mutation towards an inability to produce that pigment, that is also genetically determined. And that is at least within the context of the Western world, or the white supremacy culture. The dominant classification of people, not as determined by Francis Welsing, but as determined by white people themselves, is your classification. Either you are white or you are classified as non-white. This is on your birth certificate. This is on every paper of identification that you have. And this focus on skin coloration, I maintain, is based on the awareness on the people who are now in power, that they are a minority. The white group represents a minority in the world population. And the color focus is something that is a psychological, I say a psychological necessity based on a genetic reality. So I don't know if this gets to your question. Now, any other thing that one might say that results from the absence of pigment, I mean, that's another discussion. I don't know whether you want to go into that.
Well, following that logic, then, would it not be accurate to say that there would be a difference psychologically in light-skinned blacks from dark-skinned blacks?
Well, psychologically, yes, and I think that we are all aware of that. Under white supremacy, the conditioning has been the closer you are to white, the more acceptable you are. So that, for example, all of us learned as we were growing up in the black community, if you are black, stay back. If you are brown, stick around. If you are yellow, you're mellow, and if you're white, you're right. and the appreciation of an individual, even within the black group itself, was very often based on the relative absence of skin pigmentation. And even within families, children thought that they were ugly if they were darker. And families, parents have said that to children. Even now, people want to know when a baby is just born in the hospital, some of the first questions that are asked by the black parents about the child or the black family members, is it light skin and does it have straight hair? To know how much value we're going to put on this new baby. Because within the framework of the culture in which we live, the closer you are to white, the more you're considered beautiful, and perhaps under some circumstances, the more opportunities you will have.
Changes which are to come can only come as a result of a program worked out by black people. And for black people to be able to work out a program, they need to defeat the one main element in politics which was working against them, and this was a psychological feeling of inferiority.
Yeah, this whole world full of lies. They trying to keep me down, but still I rise. They looking at me wrong when I'm trying to do right. As long as I know I'm connected to the sky, feel my frequency up, bad vibes ease up. We got nowhere to go, I'm not trying to keep up. Every time my eyes low, know my frequency's up. Rich kid always had to smoke weed before lunch. Nigga, even if I'm late, tell the driver no rush. See my earphones in, if you talk and speak up. I got a lot on my mind and it's keeping me up. Another thing on my mind, shit I need to re-up. Look, I felt so lost. Even though I smoke L's, I still never take a loss. I never saw my soul, no matter what the cost. And be careful who you cross, cause there's reptiles walking in the cars. I'm on a different level, don't be fooled by my innocence. I used to be a rebel. I wore my gold chains like a first place medal. Now they gone like my ego, got into my innocence. Burnt up some incense, got rid of the devil. I'm focused on my goals, if it's golf I go for it. I got so much drive, people say I sound foreign. Birthday the same day as Malcolm X, I'm so historic. So listen, if you black, welcome back and come forward. We can't even make choices, they not on our side. See our food still poison. There's a whole lot of lessons that we gotta unlearn. They listen to our music, but our problems just noises. Yeah, this whole world full of lies. They trying to keep me down, but still I rise. They looking at me wrong when I'm trying to do right. With their eyes full of hate, they don't even know why. This whole world full of lies. They're trying to keep me down, but still I rise. Look, as long as I know I'm connected to the sky, I gotta tell the truth. Truth is, we getting tired of these lies. Let's converse, cause that's the only reason why I'm on the second verse. I drop gems, just listen to what I'm worth. My frequencies move a lot of bodies. There's nobody that I need to coerce. They already feel my vibe. Yes, I'm fresh to death, you hear it, I'm so alive. We all energy, no, we don't ever die. So even when I'm feeling low, I still know I'm connected to the sky. Yeah, this whole world full of lies. They trying to keep me down, but still I rise. They keep looking at me wrong when I'm trying to do right. But as long as I know I'm connected to the sky. See my weed so strong that the week go by. I'ma live forever, I don't focus on time. They trying to keep me down, but still I rise.
We are oppressed. We are exploited. We are downtrodden. We are denied not only civil rights, but even human rights. So the only way we're going to get some of this oppression and exploitation away from us or aside from us is come together against the common enemy. Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Who taught you to hate your own kind? Who taught you to hate the race that you belong to? So much so that you don't want to be around each other. No, before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you? The white man is intelligent enough. If he were made to realize how black people really feel and how fed up we are without that old compromise and sweet talk, Stop sweet talking him. Tell him how you feel. Tell him what kind of hell you've been catching, and let him know that if he's not ready to clean his house up, if he's not ready to clean his house up, he shouldn't have a house. It should catch on fire and burn down.
The young lady said she's afraid of violence. And isn't it sad that we who have been the victims of so much violence, now whites fear violence from us? We do not have a history of killing white people. White people have a history of killing us. See? And what you fear, may I say this, sir? What you fear, and it's a deep guilt thing, that white folks suffer. You are afraid that if we ever come to power, we will do to you and your fathers what you and your people have done to us. And I think you are judging us by the state of your own mind, and that is not necessarily the mind of black people.
Decide. No more time to put my choices to the side. I don't write, no, I do this by design. That's why everything I stitch together turn out fine. Hear no lies. Light used to be like the beat, it almost died. I've seen a lot of darkness, you can see it in my eyes.